All right. So feel free to follow us on Facebook, Instagram, if you have any of those platforms. Just High Carb Health, so that you get to know who we are and what we do a little bit more in depth. So my name is Shamiz Kachwalla, and I am a certified health coach specializing in digestive health. What I'm going to talk to you a bit about today is what I do for a living and how I help people reverse disease via a whole food, plant-based diet. So all those vegetables that you see up there is within a whole food, plant-based diet. And why, when I work, it's not about the money. It's more about helping people and make sure that they get their lives back, just like I did when I was in hospital 6 weeks. I think if anyone saw my talk earlier, they would know what I went through. Sure. So obviously I was diagnosed with an autoimmune condition called ulcerative colitis, basically inflammation of the bowel, the large intestine. So if anyone has had food poisoning before, it's about 100 times worse than that. So yeah, I guess has everyone watched it? So I can move on.
Yes, yes.
Yeah. Okay. So sorry, did you guys see my presentation before? Okay, so you can just keep moving. So basically, yeah, I lost 30 kilos, lost a lot of weight, and changed to a plant-based lifestyle, whole food plant-based lifestyle. And obviously, I got better. And this is what I wanted to do, so to help people. So what do I do? I help people transform their lives. So basically, I coach them, okay, with diet and also lifestyle. So not only what they eat, but every little aspect in their life, whether it's their sleep, whether it's their family, whether it's stress. It's a whole spectrum. So it's not only diet that we focus on. Why do I do it? Again, because I know what it's like to suffer. And I think when you are suffering and when you can come out of it, you can teach people. And that's what I do. Because a lot of people actually, when they go through this phase or when they go through this disease, when they have this disease, it's very similar. So everyone goes through a very similar path. And so I know what it's like to feel like really bad, and I know how to come out of it. So a lot of people have that as well. And again, I want to help them as much as I can in every way to help themselves. So empower them. And how do I do it? So I work online. Okay, so everything is online. I do meet people in person if they're in the same place as I am. So if they're in Auckland, New Zealand, I do meet up with them in person. But majority of our work is online, and I use Skype for consultations. We take clients for about 6 months. Okay, so it's not just a week or two. We have to take them through a process of healing and make sure that they do all the right things to get better. And so it may take longer than 6 months for some people as well if they have been on lots of medications. But it's a program that we undertake, and people generally become friends after that too, which is a great thing. And I'll be showing you some case studies after this too. Do what you love and you will never work a day in your life again. That's how I feel every single day. When I wake up in the morning and I open my laptop, I don't go to work. This is my life, and I think this is my purpose, to try and help as many people as I can, inspire them, and that's why we have basically set this up, so that we can provide hope for all those people that are struggling out there. So my purpose, my passion, and my inspiration. So obviously I talked about purpose. I believe that this is what I'm meant to do. I mean, it was a blessing for not only myself, but my whole family. We all changed, and they basically, my mom and dad started with me 7 years ago, and they feel absolutely amazing. They are both 60 plus. They don't take any medications at all. They don't have any issues with their health, and they bicycle 20 kilometers nearly every day without any fuss. And the other day my dad actually got his blood test results back, and they were absolutely perfect. And the doctor said, what are you doing? and he's like, well, I'm eating a whole food plant-based diet. And he said, well, keep doing that because you're healthy. And this is my passion as well. I am so passionate about helping people that, you know, I can't explain to you what it feels like to be at the very low and then come out of it. And I'm not only in it for the health. So I am an ethical vegan. So I don't know if anyone knows what vegan means, but I don't. I mean, after finding out about the health benefits, I also found out about the environmental aspect to, you know, eating animal products, and also the ethical issues with eating animal products. So it encompasses everything, and I'm proud to say that I don't want to, I guess, pay for those services. And my inspiration is that all the clients that go through our program heal. That's my inspiration, because there are plenty of people that have healed. We have about 70 plus video testimonials on our YouTube channel, so please check that out as well. And every day they inspire me to keep doing what I'm doing. So I just want to share with you a few case studies. This is just a snippet of people from all around the world. So I work with people from all around the world, all ethnicities, and it's pretty amazing. So hopefully you can hear that.
There's no limits to whatever I do. I have more energy. I can achieve more. It's just my mind.
You taught me how to basically, you know, do this and how to heal your body on your own with all the knowledge that you need.
I'm more healthy than I was before Crohn's diagnosis. Yeah, it's just amazing, the transformation.
Once I had the consult with Shamiz, he was just so genuine to me. He was just like he was on his videos, if that makes sense.
I decided, you know, if your brother could do it through a vegan diet, so could I.
I've had colitis for almost 10 years, so I just think, you know, why didn't I start this earlier?
I went to the hospital and I went for a colonoscopy. And just to let you know, it was the worst experience of my life. I'm going to say that, right? When somebody says go for a colonoscopy, I'm telling you straight, I'll never go for a colonoscopy again. That's how bad it is. Somebody's telling you you're going to be on medication for the rest of your life. I was like, well, since I've stopped meat, dairy and eggs, I swear my digestive system is much better. I'll be honest with you, yeah? People think like, oh, money, this and that. You know, there's nothing more valuable than your health.
So I'm going to repeat that again, what he said. There's nothing more valuable than your health. And that kind of ties around why I don't do it for the money. Because I just want to see people get better. And if you flick to the next slide. So this is a case study from Australia. It was a young girl, 19 years old. Her name was Tishani. And she had been through everything you could ever imagine. Chinese medicine, herbal medicine, naturopathy, Ayurvedic medicine, homeopathy, allopathy, and nothing worked for her. And her parents were struggling, and you know, she just didn't know what to do. And obviously her dad found our videos on YouTube. And I had a first consultation with her. So every time someone inquires with us, I do a free consultation with them. That's because, again, it's not about the money for me. I want to actually help them as much as I can. And in the initial free consultation also allows me to get to know who they are, and obviously if I can work with them or not. So here's an example of me talking to Tishani through Skype, and how, you know, I'm basically empowering her to get better. So helping her help herself. And just, we have weekly meetings, you know, or even 2 or 3 times a week, just to make sure that they're on track and making sure they're doing all the right things and encouraging them, motivating them to get better. And this is a little snippet from her parents. I hope you can hear this because
it's very emotional for me to talk
this is her mum.
I saw Shani go getting really sick. She was withering away in front of our eyes. She lost a lot of weight. She was very sick. The toilet trips were getting very frequent. So it was really sad to see her have really very little quality of life. And then we saw her go onto the program because the doctors couldn't help her. They were giving her all these things, and we could see that she was actually getting worse. But then we got onto your program, and we saw the changes. And it's so nice now to see her, you know, back to her old self, going back to work, having a social life, and her diet has changed. We've now gone vegan, which is great for all of us because I benefited from it. I actually suffered from migraines since the age of 15, all my adult life, and now I haven't had a migraine since 7 months now. So it's been really good for the whole family to have done this together with her. She's done a lot of work herself. She went through a lot. It was very hard for her. But I know that you guys have supported us so much. You, Shamiz, and your brother Shakur have been great.
Yeah, so we work with people that are very ill, okay, and it's very hard for them to come out of this. She did an absolutely fantastic job, and I'm so proud of her. She's one of the most amazing women I've met, and actually, she lives in Melbourne, so where my brother lives, and I was recently in Melbourne, and I actually caught up with her to see how she's doing. It's been 3 years now since she got diagnosed. This is her lovely family, and you know, we had a beautiful dinner together, and this is why we do what we do, and why it's not for the money, because we become friends, and we really want to try and help as many people as we can. And here's a little bit of a snippet from her 3 years later.
Hey guys, welcome to another video. We've got Tish here. I'm actually in Melbourne at her house, and I don't know if you remember Tish because she did a testimonial for us a long time ago. I think it's been around 3 years.
Yeah.
And you know, just here to kind of show you that she is doing really well, and like an update, you know. And so, how has it been?
Yeah, it's been going really good. Hi everyone. So it's been 3 years in December since I worked with Shamiz and Shakur. Life has been going really good. If you remember my parents from their testimonial, they're also doing really well. The three of us have stuck to a plant-based lifestyle now. We will forever be plant-based because it has given us so much compassion in life. It's helped us to be better people, more understanding. It's also given us a very good bond between the three of us as well. It's given us great friends. It's a really great lifestyle, and not only that, I've had no relapses. I have been completely fine with my health. Yeah, it's a bit of an update.
Yeah, this just puts a smile on my face and keeps me doing what I'm doing, because I have basically given her life back. She has taken it upon herself to do what's required, and it's just been fantastic. So yeah, I guess if you have any questions for me, please.
Any questions? So you said that you help people through the through food, right? So what do you do exactly? I didn't get it.
Yeah, sure. So basically, the body heals itself. Okay. So food is a part of that, and basically, so. Yeah. So when I coach my clients, I basically monitor them. So what they eat has been given to us. So there's guidelines on what they eat, and it's a specific diet initially. Very soft sort of fiber, fruits, vegetables. So a lot of starches, sweet potatoes, pumpkin. Because when you have a chronic illness, your gut is very inflamed. It's very sensitive, and so you know you need to give the body the right type of fiber, and so that's what we help them with. So we make sure that they're eating the right foods, and they can see how their body is transforming. So every week we have a meeting, and we go through that week and say, okay, how much did you eat? Was it enough? What were your symptoms like? And we go through that with them and make sure they're doing all the right things. And like I said before, all these people, they have a very similar story to me. and that's where I can connect with them so much. So yeah, hopefully that answers it.
Just add one thing, because the condition is so complicated. You can't just say that you can change to eating this way and you'll be fine, because as Shamiz said, there's the inflammation in the colon, which means some people may react to some foods more than others. So we need to be a bit careful and personalize each situation for each client, and then slowly we introduce new foods as their body gets better and their gut heals and the gut microbiome gets stronger, and there's so many factors to these diseases. Most of the doctors I speak to say they won't even touch them because they're so difficult. Yeah.
So, sorry. So, is this kind of a very simplistic view on food alone? I mean, is there some counseling? Is there psychology? You need a lot of all that.
Absolutely.
So, is that also done as part of the team?
It's full diet and lifestyle. So it's not just food.
Yeah.
As Shamiz mentioned earlier, he was talking about, he looks at all aspects of their lifestyle. So we look at food, we look at hydration levels, we look at sleep, we look at exercise, and we also look at their mental health. So mental health, there was an article from Harvard that talked about how the mind and the gut are connected.
Yeah.
And so if you're looking at working with someone with a digestive problem and you don't address their mental state.
So is there a psychologist on board?
No.
No.
It's just experience. Well, kind of like my wife's a counsellor, so if someone needs any extra support, she helps them. But most of the stuff is experience based because he's been through it.
Okay. Sure. Good.
Anyone else? Thank you.
Thank you.